What are
See what is to be beauty, start keeping away my budget,
It's so underwhelming. Okay, now you're just showing off. Common Ariel, we get it. Shh, Ariel. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of MTGBeauty. With me I have my sister Grace down here from school. She's the coolest kid I know.
I'm 17.
I mean, you're almost a goat. Kid, it's a pun. Did I really have to ram that one home? That long-suffering sigh has been filling my life constantly because when I make puns, that's the exact reaction most people get. On occasion, I get somebody who goes, ah! So, the point of this video is I'm gonna do her makeup, she's gonna do my makeup, and then we're both gonna laugh at how interesting our tastes are. So, I'm gonna do her makeup first, and we're gonna see what happens. So, Grace, tell the camera and my audience a little bit about yourself and what you want for a makeup look, and I'll try to deliver.
I asked her for, the drag queen Adore Delano, the type of eye that she does, and also...
Don't tell it to me, tell it to the camera.
And also, just gayness. Gotta get, the whole pancake going on.
For our audience members who don't know, would you care to explain what Would you stop farting, you phone? Yeet! It's an iPhone 8, nobody cares.
I don't date people based off of just their looks. I prefer to base people off their personality.
Isn't that Gray Ace? Am I wrong on that? I don't know.
Ace is you don't want to have sex with anyone.
Well, so I read an interesting book. Can't remember its name, but it was interesting, I assure you. And it was all about, the experiences of, ladies kind of, coming into, their LGBTQ-ness, within the gay fandom. And one of them was talking about being a gray ace, which is basically you have no, physical attraction to a person unless you have, formed a friendship with them, a really steady bond with them. So until that's formed, you don't, get sexually attracted.
Fair enough. But I'm a pancake.
You're a pancake? Okay. You're not into household cutlery? You're not into household appliances?
I meant somebody, when I said I was a pancake, he thought I actually identified as, a physical pancake.
I mean, there's worse things to identify as. You could identify as Alex Jones and be turning the friggin' frogs gay! Oh, come on, that was funny. That was a good imitation. When you have to point to somebody and convince them that you did a good imitation, you didn't actually do a good imitation. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on stuff and hopefully y'all stick around for it. Up first, I guess I gotta block off your eyebrows. Alright, first things first, we're gonna hydrate your skin because we both know that shit dry as fuck. Smack it on! Alright, so if you're wondering why I'm so insistent that she does moisturizing things, I literally had to apply moisturizer 3 times to her face last night, the normal amount for me, on her face last night, because her skin kept going, water, we want it! For those of you who don't like the word moist, I apologize in advance. Scrub those eyebrows, scrub those eyebrows. Now the point of this is usually you'd use you know those little those tiny little sanitizer alcohol wipes? Usually you use those to get rid of any of the oil that you might have trapped in your eyebrows. That way when you're putting down your glue, it doesn't not stick to it and form those weird bumps. Pro tip from somebody who doesn't do drag. Alright, let's get down to business.
To defeat
the Huns. Alright, which eyebrow do you want me to start on? While I'm doing this, we're gonna listen to music and we'll put some music on in your video. So, for those of you wondering, I'm gluing down her eyebrows because we're going to put setting powder and stuff over it so that we can draw new eyebrows on her, because she's got the very late 1800s, very Gibson girl eyebrows, which is a good look, but, you know, we want to get that arch. Arch your back. So when you're gluing down your eyebrows, the steps are basically glue, more glue, more glue, more glue, more glue, more glue, setting powder, setting spray, a little bit more setting powder, color corrector, concealer. But the very first thing you need to know is the very first layer of glue is the most important. If you don't put that down right, your eyebrows are... So what you got to do when you're doing your first eyebrow is you take... Here, hold that. Thank you, assistant. Make sure you got like enough leverage to like really get in there. And then you first like you swirl it around, like get as much glue in that eyebrow as possible, because when you comb it flat, you got to make sure that the glue fills in the gaps left in between the hairs. That way you have a smooth surface to like draw like either above or slightly onto your new eyebrow. And then you got to take your little comb, I suggest a very tiny comb, and then you got to comb it up. But you got to make sure you press down hard enough to the point where you're almost in pain, but not quite in pain, to make sure those suckers are flat and they're being held down by that glue. Or while that one's drying, I can go in with the other one. Usually for my eyebrows, or rather I should say for our eyebrows, because we have like really thick eyebrows, usually like 5 to 6 coats of glue works very well. So how do your eyebrows feel right now?
Completely flat.
We're trying that again. So, dear customer, how do your eyebrows feel?
Almost as flat as my chest.
Now, I've put on, I don't know, 4 or 5 layers of glue at this point, so I'm going to put on one more layer of glue, and then while it's still kind of in that like light purple phase, I'm going to smack it with a shit ton of setting powder. Pew pew! Alright, time for some color correction now that those things are as flat as I can get them. You've got some wild eyebrows, buddy. Gonna need a lot of them. Is this relaxing at all? Pat, 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 pat.
Eyebrow massage.
Gotta color correct those dark circles away. All those rough nights being pansexual, pining for cookware. Does that ever get irritating when people are like, oh, you're attracted to pots?
You're the only one that really ever says that.
Oh. Is it annoying? Should I not?
Me and my roommate, we put a bunch of pictures of pancakes surrounding our door. It was great.
Just put more and more concealer on.
Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know.
Well, now they know. You're an alien. You have no eyebrows. You are one with the wind and snow. You're pale. What the
You're
hell?
whiter than me.
I am. I'm very white. Because, like, this concealer would be way too dark on me. So now that that's there, you can have that. Congratulations. It's another gift from your big sister. So now it's time to put on your foundation. Now you brought your own foundation.
Because Tammy's a lot lighter than I am.
That's true. You sure you're that color?
Closest thing I can find.
Alright.
I'll get like a lot darker than that in the summer. I get dark real fast.
Yeah, she's like the only one in our family who actually tans, and it's a little traumatic on my end. All I do is burn. You know, if you like this kind of thing, I think my Juvia's Place one that looks really yellow on me would actually might look really good on you. So after we're done with this, I'm going to put a little bit of that on your face, just for the places I think you need like more coverage, like your eyebrows.
Because they still look like dark spots.
Yeah, I mean, like, fun fact, if you have really dark hair and you try to block off your eyebrows, it's a real pain in the ass to get them completely covered. It's very hard to do, nigh impossible, unless you have, like, industry grade stuff.
Learning about Stonewall, I appreciate the drag queen Marsha P. Johnson because she smacked a cop over the head with her purse. When I read that, I laughed so hard.
Do you also have the ambition to smack a cop over the head with a purse?
Depends.
Depends on the cop.
Depends how fine they are.
You could be like really pretty but also a real asshole. I learned that the hard way. Alright, I'm gonna use a little bit of my Juvia's Place stuff on your eyebrows.
Oh, that is way too dark for you. Well, not way too dark, but...
Like, I like, when I tried it on my wrist, it looked like it blended out and looked good, but then when I tried it on my face, it really oxidizes to a darker color. Oh, look at that, full coverage. Juvia's Place foundation, the best place to, like, make sure your eyebrows are covered.
God, I look so weird with that eyebrows.
The first time I, like, blocked off my eyebrows and actually did it well, I, like, looked in the mirror and I was, like, really creeped out because I'm like, my eyelashes are still here, so this is only sort of what I look like if I had, like, cancer. Not that you should joke about that, but that was the immediate thought.
It smells kind of weird.
Yeah, it's got, like, the Juvia's Place foundation has kind of, like, that kind of weird-ish scent, but it's, like, it's really good. It doesn't, like, hurt your skin a whole lot. Like, I thought when I first tried it out that I'd get, like, mad acne because it felt kind of thick on the skin, but it like actually didn't like do that much. I was like really impressed. So I'm gonna go into drawing your eyebrows. Now if I look up our reference photos of Dora Delano, she's got like really like kind of like late 50s early 60s brows. All right. So this is the ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills. Is it Anastasia or Anastasia? In sync. Is it Anastasia?
I think so.
Because I keep hearing people call it Anastasia. I think just so they can feel fancy. Probably. Alright, I'm going to put in a little, because like this primer is really powerful. So, because I'm the big sister and I'm like legally required to ask these questions when I am preening you, do you have a love interest currently?
No.
No boyfriend or girlfriend or non-binary
There
pal?
are two guys that are consistently hitting on me and I want neither of them. Oh, one of them, I took his phone, played Guys My Age by Hey Violet, set it down next to him and walked away. I don't think he listened to lyrics though.
So I take it if you like that song you're into older gentlemen? Or older ladies? Or those just old enough to not just be bogged down by bullshit? ... I need you to like turn your head my way because I can't see shit. You should get contacts. Oh god, I want contacts so bad, but I'm poor. Alright, so after much fiddling around, I kind of got her eyebrows to look almost similar. It's much more difficult when it's on another person, I'll say that. Thinking maybe I should add like a little bit of black, but I feel like that'd be too much.
Black.
Alright, now it's on to concealer and contour and all that fun good stuff. Right? Like, my boyfriend is listening to Epic Rap Battles of History downstairs, and I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm going to try and get rid of that when I do the editing.
Smexy.
I mean, I try. Question is, where did I put my contour brush? There it is. Ready? To the eye makeup part, and you said you wanted to be pan themed. Yeah. You sound really excited to be here.
Hey, I'm just tired.
So you want yellow, blue, pink.
Pink, yellow, blue.
Pink, yellow, blue. Does it matter if it's top down or bottom up?
Pink usually comes first, but it could be like pink, yellow, blue. Or pink.
I feel like if anyone who's like a legitimate drag queen, like Bob the Drag Queen, or close your eyes, like Bob the Drag Queen or somebody like that, like if anybody watched this, they'd be like, oh wow, this brings back memories of the first time I did drag, and honey, was that painful. Google?
Where did you get your stick thingy with the highlight contour stick?
I think I got that at the drugstore. It's like the Maybelline Master Contour by Face Studio. So it's actually pretty great. The only thing is that like, so because I need to like use a lot of the contour stuff to just do my contour, the thing is you run out of the dark stuff more than you do the light stuff because I'm already pasty ass white. So like you run into this issue of like you get like that little ridge of white that can sometimes, like if you're trying to do your contour, like lighten your contour up, and you don't want that. Alright, so I did a first cut, and I did like a matte yellow shade from Jawbreaker called Wow, and then I put like a shimmer shade right beneath it, Lemon Drop, and then I tried to brighten up the inner corner with the signature shade Jawbreaker, which is that pearlescent white. I'm going to make another cut with the blue, and then I'm going to try and move into like getting the bottom of her eye like really white so she can do the Adore Delano moment. So is Adore Delano your favorite queen?
I have like a three-way tie between Adore, Alaska, and Todrick.
I always really like Katya because she was like sarcastic and funny. So after many trial and error period, I think I have completed the pan drag eye look. I will say it was an absolute pain in the ass. Not because of her, but because I'm not used to like doing makeup on other people. I definitely need to get more practice. That just means you need to come down more and be my guinea pig.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna move on to the bronzing and stuff. I had to I'm gonna fast forward and cut through a lot of that eyeshadow stuff. But I think for what I did, came out okay. Maybe not fantastic, but okay.
You're not a professional queen. You also don't do makeup on other people very often.
Thank you for reminding me that I'm not a professional. It makes me feel so much better about my skills. You tried. You tried, dusty ass bitch.
Damn.
You definitely got Emma's nose. Not as severe, granted, but she there. She out, she proud.
I thought I had a good nose.
It is a good nose. Just, I got this stubby little piggy nose, just...
You do not have a big nose.
Makes sense, because I'm Year of the Pig.
I should have been the Year of the Cat, honestly. But
There is no Year of the Cat.
well, there should be. Should just be singular 2002. That is the Year of the Cat. It is now decided.
Just only 2002 is the Year of the Cat. I'm gonna go on to the blush. I'm going to make you look alive.
I hate blush.
Isn't this just a great way of holding the brush? Just boop, 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 boop. And boop, and boop, and boop. Look at us. We are like not architects. Archaeologists. I couldn't remember the word for archaeologist. We're like archaeologists over here. We go and boop, and boop, and boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. Boop, boop,
Is that
boop,
what they
boop.
do?
Yeah, that's how they do it, when they're digging up bones in the ground. They go, and boop, 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 boop. For some
I thought it
reason.
was a Swedish chef.
I mean,
chef.
they're all related.
I took a little test and it says that if I was a Muppets character, I would be the Swedish chef.
I took a test and it told me my pony was going to be Pinkie Pie. Alright, build up a little bit of color. Oh yes, we have so much color.
You see,
It's hard to do your makeup when you keep looking in the mirror.
I'm
I'm gonna put a smack of blush right on your nose. It's gonna be this side of my nose is just so rosy. Right on the tip. Look at her. She's like Rudolph, but much more powerful. Rudolph, your nose might shine so bright, but I have the entire city of Burlington's pride flag at my disposal. Alright, gonna blend that out a bit. Oh yes, blending. Oh yes, we live for a good blend. Yes, look at my chin. Yes, so prominent. It's like I found the velociraptor we've been searching for. Yes, she's hungry. She is ready for blood.
Not a velociraptor.
Yet.
Actually, I probably
Again, with
would
the
be.
looking in the mirror. There you go. See? Now look at me. Pay attention to only me.
Every theater kid.
Oh yeah, God. Can I tell you how much I miss theater? I really miss theater. I know I was only in it for a year and then I did side stuff with it. But
Didn't you, one of your characters, their thing was to sneeze a lot and you got a bloody nose?
Yeah, I got a bloody nose on that.
One of my friends, her character was Lucy for her last play, and as she was going on
Lucy
stage,
from
Avenue Q.
Yeah, well they don't know you've been in Avenue Q.
So my school did Avenue Q. There was a lot of controversy.
Controversy? Are you Sean Connery? We got a controversy.
My friend was playing Lucy, and she has this really big solo, and she sings like hell. And she walked on, right before she was about to go on stage, she got a bloody nose. And so she stuck a tissue up her nose and ran onto stage.
As one does.
And sang. I asked one of the people that was there, I was like, because I knew the woman, and she was like, oh, I thought it was just because her character was doing crack. I was like,
as one does. Note to self, if I ever become an actress, when in character, do crack.
not actual person, the character. Lucy.
Cut that f***ing jaw. Yeah. I'm such a smooth.
So my sister likes my jaw.
Look at this. Look at this. look at this. We see this elegant line of yes, yes, queen. That's what that jawline does. What am I doing with my life?
Being awesome.
Let's have sisters high five. Try it with your sister. All right, let's do like a bright pink. Right, so to my eyes, before I added like a step, I don't know if it got recorded or not. It looked a bit like, her lips look a bit like, you know, when you were like 6 years old and you used mom's lipsticks and you definitely overdrew your lips like way too much because not that great at coloring in the lines yet. That's what it looked like. So I added like some like very like light gold reflection to the center just to like really emphasize that. I'm thinking, do you think I should like maybe add like maybe a little bit more bronzer like right here? Like, what do you think looking in the mirror? Do you think you need just that little pop more of dark?
I mean, I could go for more contour, but I always like more.
I mean, but your face doesn't really need contour. You already have like a really strong bone structure. Now, the secret to bronzer is you don't go like back, like on your skin, you wouldn't go blah, 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 blah. You go, you choose the direction to go and you just like go down, swipe, lift up. Like, go down, swipe, lift up.
Like hit 'em up style on Just Dance 4?
Yeah, pretty much. That way you don't like get this weird patchy kind of feel to it. How does that feel? How does that look to your
Gorgeous.
looking airbrushed? Alright, up next we're going to swipe away that powder I put on your chin. And then we're gonna go in with some highlight. Then I think we should be done. Let's just diffuse that bitch out. So did your school do like an abridged version of Avenue Q?
It was very edited. As it was controversial. The original Broadway play was very adult, and they had to tone it down.
What's the point of doing the play if you have to tone it down? What's you cute little nosy?
Because if you look at drag queens, they really have like Sharpie eyebrows instead of natural.
But like, I just like, they've been doing really good with like being able to like draw on fake eyebrows. Like the Juvia's Place highlighter, product placement that doesn't need to be here, but I will continue to sing the praises of Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place highlighter. This is a loose highlighter in shade Clio. They also have one I really like that's somewhere around here, Nefertiti, that's more gold. This is like more white gold, but bitch is it powerful.
Look at that. That shit's popping. We raised a lot of money for charities at one of the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
was it like a charity play thing?
No, but one of the monies
one of the monies?
One
is it the one $5 bill? We raised one $5 bill for kids who have no houses.
The songs is called Give Us Your Money, where they're collecting money for Kate's Montessori school.
Right.
But we passed around hats through the audience and collected money for a couple charities. One of them was Outreach Vermont.
Okay. What's that do?
Well, we gave the money to the charities.
Well, no, what does Outreach Vermont do?
I don't remember. Which is terrible.
I raised money for something and I have no idea what for. It sounds like my
Outreach.
regular job. That's my side of things for this little experiment. Now she's gonna go on to doing my makeup, which I'm sure will be fascinating. What was that look for?
Neither of us are used to doing makeup on other people.
That's one of the problems of like trying to do a beauty guru stuff with like without the like makeup artist trainings. You only have yourself as like a client, and you can get really good at like knowing your own face, but like getting to know somebody else's face, getting to know like how to make them look really good can be really difficult. So overall, I think just for some self-criticism, because it's always a good idea to like look at your project once you're done and be like, hey, this is where I think I can improve. Press down a little harder with the glue because I can see some like riffly edge bits, like learn how to clean that up better. Also, I think I should like mix like the eyeliner for like using the setting spray. I think I should mix that earlier. That way I can just do it all at once instead of having to like keep going back in the pan, because she kept looking away and then I kept trying to go back and like not remembering where I left off. But like overall, I think like for contour and foundation wise, I did really well with like making her face look reasonably airbrushed. Definitely need to practice like how to like shape really thin lips more, because like for the Robitilles for our side of the family, like we keep
that thin.
well, like you've got like a very thin upper lip but like kind of a pouty lower lip, and I've got like a semi pouty upper lip, semi pouty lower lip. It's just like when I do my lips, it tends to look like I'm like one of those porcelain dolls. You know the lips, like the ones that look like they go. Emma has like those really long lips, but they're both fairly even top and bottom. Okay. Are you ready to do me?
Yeah.